to our 16-week bump date. I'm Christina, and this is our 16-week bump date for Eloise. This week has been a crazy roller coaster. So we had our doctor's appointment, and I had actually gained 3 pounds since 4 weeks ago. So that was exciting because we've essentially just lost weight this pregnancy, which isn't an awful thing, but obviously it's concerning. So everything is going better, and I'm apparently eating better. So our due date is still November 12th. We're not moving it forward at all, even though she was measuring ahead, but Dexter measured ahead too, so I'm okay with it. It's a little nerve-wracking because that same issue happened with Sophia, and then it ended up being that we weren't induced because I wasn't 39 weeks. I was only 38 weeks and I think 1 day, but if we would have gone off my original due date before they moved it further back, then I would have been 39 in like 3 days. So that makes me concerned, but I do know that we're not going to be going past 38 weeks, and I will be hospitalized from 37 weeks on if we go to 38 weeks, and we will be doing an amnio at 37 just to check lung development, and if lung development's good, then we will be induced at 37 weeks, which is crazy to think about. It's so far away, but it's not. It's 20 weeks. That's crazy. So this week has been an emotional roller coaster for me, and I did not expect it at all. I think because we've had Dexter, I assumed that this pregnancy would be like a piece of cake, and it really hasn't been. Emotionally, it's really hard because we're having another girl, so like all the fears come back and all the doubts and all the wonders. Like it's a lot to process. So we started buying little girl things. I mean, I've shown you guys a couple things I've gotten off Etsy here and there, and yesterday I finally decided to clean out the guest room closet. We finally decided room situations. So this is Dexter's nursery, and it's a mint gray white nursery. It has white clouds, elephants with stars, and we decided that we really wanted a girls' room. So we were going to use this room again as the nursery, but we were going to repaint it, and I really don't want to because I love this room. So this room is going to still be Dexter's room, but it's also going to double as a guest room. So we're going to pull the couch that's in the guest room, it's a sleeper couch, in here along with some of the other furniture, and then we're going to push the rocking chair and the changing table into the smaller guest room, paint it pink, and then use that as Eloise's nursery. And then eventually, when Dexter's a little bit older, he'll just go up to the giant room with the other 2 brothers. So in that process of realizing that that was going to be her room, I decided to clean out the closet that has been our storage closet, and I consolidated 5 huge bins full of just like craft things that I've never used in like the 5 years they've been in a bin, down to 1 bin of just the special items, things like pictures and memory books. And again, I'm reading this book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up that was recommended by Twins and Toddlers, and I've been trying to detach from certain things that I figured I would use eventually, and I've never gotten around to using. So that was 5 huge garbage bags full of things that we're getting rid of. And so that was not the emotional part. The emotional part is hanging up the special little items that we had bought for Sophia that were so special that we kept them. Because I got rid of everything else that wasn't special or that didn't have meaning, that wasn't handmade, that wasn't a gift. All that kind of stuff left to a family that needed them. I mean, everything. And all we kept was her custom bedding set, handmade blankets and burp cloths, and about 7, I think it was 7 little outfits, mostly dresses, and that was it. And so the process of taking those out of the bin, which I had already done, wasn't a big deal. The re-identifying them as Eloise's things and hanging them up was really hard. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional over it, but the process was very, very difficult, and I was very surprised at how difficult it was. I think I cried probably 5 times just putting stuff away and sorting them into the empty bins. It's such a difficult thing. I don't think it's really hit me yet. I'm sure it will eventually, that this is a girl and that we are pregnant again. Like, this whole thing has kind of just been so quick. It's just gone by so fast. Sorry. But yes, so this week has been a crazy, crazy roller coaster for me. I'm not really sure. And then, so we have this really cute bedding that we got for Sophia, and we always like decided like this was going to be the bedding that we keep for grandkids, so we were going to keep it. And I cannot get myself to want to use that this time. Like, I want to change the theme entirely, even though we love the theme. It was custom made, it's super adorable, it's very girly, and I just want to go with something completely different. And that's hard because I feel like I'm torn between honoring Sophia and wanting Eloise to be her own person. And it's like, it's difficult. It's so difficult. And I know it probably seems silly. I mean, it seems silly to me 90% of the time. But then in those moments when it really matters, when I had to make the decisions, it's just a lot of hard. So that's been difficult. I think we are still just really in shock. And I don't feel like, I guess, I'm worthy of this, which is so stupid. But yeah. So, we are seriously considering now buying a double stroller. I found one that I really like on a garage sale site, but someone else is looking at it, so if they pass, then we're going to be buying it. It's a Britax Be Ready, and I think that's essentially the stroller system we're going to go with the second seat attachment. I keep going back and forth, but I'm realizing that there are going to be certain times when we do need a second seat in the stroller, because Dexter's going to be 15 months when Eloise is born, so baby carrying is like our favorite thing. But I know that if I go to doctor's appointments by myself with both of them, I'm going to need a place to put both of them. And if we go places and I need to be breastfeeding Eloise, I'm going to need a stroller at least for Dexter. And we have a single stroller for him that we've only used a handful of times, and we plan on keeping that because it's a great stroller for when we need a single. But I think having another stroller that we can use as a double or as a single would be really beneficial. So we're in that process of trying to figure out if that stroller is the best. Obviously, if we get the deal that this lady's selling it for, we will buy it. But if not, I need like all the second stroller recommendations ever. We looked at double strollers only in one other pregnancy, and that was with the pregnancy directly after Bryce that ended in ectopic pregnancy. And the stroller that was coming out that year was the Bugaboo Donkey, and we had decided on that one, but I'm not loving it this time. I don't want something that's like wide. I want something where they're back to back. So it's all the like frustrations of trying to figure all that out logistically, and also realizing that it's just going to be so weird trying to figure out how to manage everything. So symptoms wise, my nausea has like gone down tremendously in the last 4 days. It's been almost non-existent. It's actually been a little concerning about how non-existent it's been, which has been great. I'm still tired, but it's also because I have not been sleeping very well. Dreams have been crazy, like crazy. I've had the strangest dreams in the entire world, and like super vivid dreams too, which is I guess normal with pregnancy. I've had it every time, but it's just funny, stupid dreams. like about people from our past that we don't see anymore, working and operating Walmarts that are dysfunctional, like those kind of really crazy dreams. We don't shop at Walmart, so those kind of really crazy dreams, and end of the world like scenarios. It's weird. I need to stop watching like Once Upon a Time is what needs to happen, because I think that's where all of this is coming from. It's been a really weird symptom week. I am actually starting to get pain in my lower back. Now, I have back problems anyway from a car accident I was in, but like this is like weird lower back pain. It's like right above my hips, and it only comes and goes, so it's not constant at all, and it's usually in the mornings. And I'm starting to get the hip pain as well, so I think that's all related, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it other than, you know, better sleeping positions and taking showers and making sure I'm using like heat and cold when it's starting to get really bad. But I mean, there's nothing you can really take when you're pregnant, so I'm just drinking all the water I possibly can, because that's the catch-all solution for everything. So the only things other than that, symptom-wise, that have been going on are just essentially my stomach growing. It's kind of been crazy, but I mean, obviously I just had a baby 10 months ago, and I haven't really been able to work on my stomach since Sophia. So, I mean, well, really since Bryce. So that's 2011. So this has been like crazy how fast it's grown. And I guess, I don't know. It's just such a weird thing. It's still like, I can't wrap my head around the fact that we're pregnant again. Okay, so baby buys for this week were kind of small. I bought some things here and there from like thrift shops and Once Upon a Child and Gymboree and Janie and Jack. But these are my Etsy buys. I will put the links below with the shop names in the links, because I really cannot remember, and I don't have the business cards up here. I bought this little headband, and it's just pink and gold with a letter E, and I don't know if it's going to be the right way for you guys. I mean, it should be, but it's just really simple. And I don't know that I love the font. I think it looks like a number 3. So I'm really not sure how I feel about that headband. It looks like a number 3, right? Like, it doesn't look like an E. It's weird. But I do like the gold heart, and I do like the pink flowers, and I do like the scrolliness of it. The E is just really weird looking to me. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look like a 3, or do you see an E? So the big bummer is the cross headband was cream, and the thing I ordered is completely white. So I'm gonna have to order a white one. Darn. But this is the Pinafore that I was talking about. The pink dress is not included. Obviously, this is a dress we've had. This is the Pinafore, and it's just a little lace, or eyelet, I guess is the term. It's an eyelet linen little, kind of like an apron. And it's super cute, and it has a little cross with 2 little lilies. It's super pretty, and then it just ties on the sides. So again, I'm going to put the link underneath below, but I do